Celine ene nadamfo afiba a omukopi mu ewo Nigeria say omukọ wedding after the wedding obeto nkrama aduane ababe na dwuma ewo takrade munya munim story na make ho asem no say Nigeria for no update different ones when say story na beto sa no Nigerians na omo no so ewo media no so na omo so follow story no omo so the update be ba bonten afa sa asem no ho na say update aba bonten say okunu kura ba bonten aba bekasa edi afa na yere na okoye oni kunu chese sika wokọ akwaji amanfo chese wo hookup na okwaji 1 million naira said this 1 million Ghana cedis said the no ni kunu chese sika no kura swa a wo de ba ni krum sika na say dollars kura ni do $500 that is na ye be say dwumadie no so okọ akwaji sa 1 million was ho ahwan no nti okunu aba bonten abedi nkomo edi afa na yere no case na eda bonten no ho yenko ne nkoti ni kunu nsem wale tudwa.
The question is, please ask. The day your wife, what's your wife's name? Sorry, Afiba. The day Afiba was traveling to see Andrew, did she tell you she was going to see Andrew in Port Harcourt or Aba or Abuja or anywhere?
Well, okay. Here's the thing. When Afiba travels to another country, she tells me, so of course, she consults me, I'm going to this country, what do you think about this, what do you think about that, and I tell her, oh, this place is this way, this place is, what are you taking with you, how long are you staying? So we do a study, all right? And then she travels to the country. And every time she's traveling from a state to another, she tells me about it. This is a totally different thing. I've never experienced this with her. I've never experienced this with her. And I'm not defending Afiba. I want to know if she's alive or not. And she and Celine. That's what we want to know, to be honest with you.
I know.
But what I want to say, my wife would leave Dubai for 1 million naira. Like for real? Like I send her money every month. And Karen sends his girlfriend money every month. Not every month, even in the same month, every 1, 2, 3 weeks, whatever. Whenever they need, we send. And we are both working, and we are both non-African citizens. So if these people are saying that these girls are hookups, please, the public and the police doesn't know who's involved in this case. They thought, oh, they're just another 2 Nigerian ladies. I said before, Afiba has 2 degrees. She has a business in Nigeria, in Ghana. She's not a rich person, you know, but she's making it through life. That's what I can say. So if you tell me how much is 1 million naira, even like $600, I'm sorry to say, but it's not even a flight ticket. If their private part is worth only 1 million, which means each of them is 500,000. That's why when I heard the case since day one from Commander Oracle from the Aba state, he called me. He said, Andrew is saying that your wife. Listen to this. He said your wife asked for 1 million naira, and then Andrew said it's too much. He cannot pay for it. And then Afiba said, you know what? We are going to say that you kidnapped us because you won't give us the 1 million naira. And then this happened. Now, Andrew, the same person, comes again and send us another conversation with Celine saying that, oh, that your wife, oh, she requested for that amount and he didn't agree and it was too much. And then later they got angry and they left his house. They left your house without their purse. They left your house without their passport. They left your house without their money. How? How did they leave your house without all these things? What did they use to take a keke or walk or whatever? What did they use? He's a liar. Alive. He's alive. This guy is alive. We requested today for the 2 people to go and check his identity. Nobody allowed us to do that. Nobody allowed us to go to the mortuary because this man's body doesn't exist there. It's not there. I can tell you.
Harrison confirmed he saw the body.
Ma'am, he saw the body. It could be just someone else lying down, putting some, color, the red color on his shirt. He saw the body. Did you see the face?
We identified the similarities of what Harrison saw. Ben also confirmed because Andrew did a video call with Ben whilst he was with the police when he was driving.
true. It's true, all of this. But I can tell you one thing: the police is very smart, and this Andrew is very smart. They could just switch the shirts. They can do anything. It doesn't take them like this. Proof is nothing until I put my 2 fingers on his neck and I see that there's no nerve. His heart is not beating. I would never believe that this guy is dead. Because the Aba police, obviously, they're just ridiculous. I've been calling them, speaking to them, trying to do my best, and they tell me, oh, you know what, Celine might be playing pranks on us, and she just came on Snapchat, and none of that is true. None of that is true. She has never been online, and none of that is true. So they were even favoring Andrew all this time. He had his phone in the cell, he was well fed, he was well groomed, he was well dressed, and he was doing whatever he wants. And he was watching all the allegations against him, and he was creating a compelling story to the public so he can flee from it. That's why I'm saying all of this is a lie. Andrew has created a scenario in his head. He's a psychopath. The way he laid the ladies, the way he laid my wife. I know how my wife sleeps, actually. This is an abnormal. She's not lying normally. She's not lying normally. Why is her breast covered with the wig? This is really on purpose. It's scripted. It's scripted. It's like a movie. Why is the nakedness of the ladies not showing in the video? Neither of them. The body is perfectly positioned that it covers Celine's body and it covers her body too, which means he knows he's sending this video to the public, and he knows that this video is, if it's published on Facebook or Instagram, it would be taken down because of nudity. So he covered these things, so this would always be on social media and would never be taken down. These are not only assumptions you're making. The very first assumptions we made since day one were all right. 95% of the assumptions we made about Andrew since day one, myself and Celine's boyfriend, were 90% right. We are not saying we are smart, we are not saying we are investigators, but we just think logic and we want to say the truth. So what has been happening now, there's a lot of dragging, there's a lot of delaying in times, there's a lot of non-taking actions. I want to bring 2 things before I close this call. 2 things. First, if that Andrew is saying that they left his house, who was viewing my messages sent to my wife? Who was blue ticking me? Blue ticking means viewed the message, read the message.
Reading it, yeah.
I was sending my wife messages. He was viewing the messages and he was never replying. He was never replying the messages. And that was until he was arrested on the 8th of May. That guy stopped viewing the messages. The day he was arrested, she went offline forever. He was the one checking everything. He was playing. He was trying to create a compelling.
Yes, he had their phones.
I'm an engineer. I'm an engineer, and I can tell you 2 things from all this case. It doesn't add up. First, you can change your IP address without going to another location. You can change your location where I am now. I could literally put myself in America. Second thing, this car is an E2020 220 Mercedes-Benz 2017. That car doesn't have the technology which is called MBUX of Mercedes, which has facial recognition. That car doesn't have it. It's the low model of Mercedes. It's not the S-Class. It's the S-Class and the Maybach that has these options. It doesn't have it. And these people lied. They said, oh, they had to put him in the seat so that the car would recognize him. I'm sorry to say, it's a lie. It's a complete lie. I'm telling you this. This technology doesn't exist in 2017 in Mercedes cars, especially this model.
We believe you.
Going back to the other thing, he was creating a compelling story to the public because he knew that what he has done. All right. So we want to know the dates that he sent these messages. And he said, oh, when can you come to this? And then there's that 1 million naira, whatever. We want to see the dates because he could have used their phones, chatted himself from Celine's phone, replied the message, chatted himself again, replied the message.
I agree
if
with
you. Look
you.
at the time.
Possible. I agree with
you. Look at the times. These minutes. It's just in the same minute he's replying. And those are not replies of Celine. I spoke to her family, I spoke to her boyfriend. She doesn't reply that way. That's an English reply from an English man. That's not a Nigerian lady's reply.
Okay.
Nigerian ladies reply a certain way. This is a clearly English reply. He was the person doing all this. And let's bring it up. Let him bring it up. Let him bring it up. I'm very sure that a lot of things we don't know about Andrew, but I can really assure you, he wants us to see what he wants us to see. He is creating a story and he's showing us what he wants us to see. He's preventing us from seeing the truth. So back to the 6-day whatever journey, police was outside of his house, and they stood up about like 8 hours trying to enter from the building from the top. And he said, if you break the door on me, I will shoot myself. Why would you want to shoot yourself if you don't know that you did something so bad that would take you 50 years in prison to recover from it? Why is the public not asking all these questions? Why is the public not asking all these questions? We have to wake up. This is a full story. It's a made-up story. This guy is a criminal. He's been doing this for a lot of ladies, and he's been covering up. All his neighbors have to be questioned. All his neighbors. The CCTV camera in that state has to be even tracked. There's a CCTV camera in the state where the compound he's in. All that needs to be tracked. All that needs to be tracked. Why is his house bulletproof? Why is the police not asking all these questions? This guy knows what he's doing very well, and he's been prepared for it. Then the video that my wife sent shows two pillows on a chair, and it's like that someone was making himself comfortable, and you could see pieces of plastic broken on the ground, which means some struggling was happening there. Some struggling was happening there. The person who asked me to get 2 million naira, or like send 2 million naira to him, was Darlington, which is the boyfriend of Blessing, and Blessing is the friend of Afiba and Celine. And he was always calling me twice or thrice a day, asking me not to mention his name into all of this. So why did he ask me for that? I'm very sure he has very good connections. I don't know if he's a politician. I don't know his family name, but I can get all these details. I was pressured a lot to send this amount so he can send the squad to the to Aba or whatever it is, and they can take custody of Andrew. And he said that he has contact with the IGP people. And I said, all right, if this will bring my wife in Celine, I'm ready to do that, mate. Tell you, after he transferred the money, he was pressuring me to not mention his name and not mention and bring his name in this. He was always constantly calling me, please don't bring my name in this. I don't know who's involved in this. This could be bigger than me and you. I don't know why Blessing left and fled from Port Harcourt to Abuja. This Darlington and this Blessing has to be questioned. Why did Blessing flee from Port Harcourt to Abuja when the police asked her to come and give her statement? Why did she flee there when Andrew was in custody on the 7th of May, on the 8th of May, I'm sorry, he was held on the 8th of May. Why did she write unknown criminal when that guy was in custody? He was in custody.
And he used
that paper was published on the 10th of May. The allegation was published on the 10th of May. How, and Andrew was on the 8th May held with the police. How did you write unknown person? Why would you do that? You know who's the guy. You know his name. You know his family name. You know everything. And the IGP in Nigeria, how would they publish something where it's written on it unknown? I want to ask this question. How would you publish a whole allegation against an unknown person?
And the guy was already in the police custody in another state, and they are writing a petition to Abuja, and they are putting unknown as if no arrest has been done. I'm getting what you're saying.
I want to ask you a question. Let's be reasonable here, okay? Let's be reasonable. How would you ever think the police can catch an unknown person? It's like
They
Someone
intentionally
walks up
didn't
to
put his
you
name
and they
or
tell you
what?
who's the criminal. Sorry, you just tell who's the criminal, and you tell him, oh, it's called X. The criminal is X. We don't know who the criminal is. How is the police going to be able to do
Arrest
this?
and
So
do
this
their job.
allegation doesn't stand. This allegation doesn't stand. It doesn't make sense, and it was all false and fake in front of the two families to show that, oh, she's doing things. I really believe myself and the families that this blessing has something to do, and she knows more than what she's
Do
portraying.
you
To be
know
honest with
Blessing
you,
very well?
she
Do you know
knows.
Blessing's full name? Do you know anything
I
about
don't know
Blessing?
Blessing very well. I don't know Blessing very well. To be honest with you, I've been warning my wife since I met these two ladies that listen, these two ladies. I mean, Celine is. I mean, I don't know them. You know, I don't know them. So I just say, please stay away of these people. Please stay away of these people. And this is just something from, I'm trying to protect her. That's all. I don't know them. I don't have anything against them. I don't have a stereotype in my mind. But please stay away. Don't trust here. Don't do this. Oh, they are not like that and this and that.
Hello, ebusiafo. So, pesi feature asracha odofo de, and then nafa honkodom unique laser whitening. Unique laser whitening. Our toothpaste to strong kwa. What did you choose? Say, Emma was saying eye fita. Na eye fita non so no. Na eyi and carbonate beer ewo no mu bia. Any tea stain, coffee stain, smoking stain si bia. Unique laser whitening product. Ebe yi ni nyina free so ama kama. The obani say utu so na odi bi egu o brush do so. Na odi etwitwe so ne so nyina kama. Uwie a enhohoro wanum gya no wanum saa. Nti fra unique laser whitening. I was 079 99792330. Unique laser whitening. Or say money ses.
All right, in some say ana ne kunu so edi tu dwa abra na woman bi nam so ye program no course so kodi san komo no na one of the ladies a o kire say na oka nkofo a ababa we anasa abranti na opeso nam so edeje omunkwa edi fro mu nsem no ebi aba abonten abekasa one man be offender the freeze afidie so na lady ni nsem a wo kan say akwa no de o ye mafia yi pa owi a ono na damfo enso ebekasa na afri so one guy bi nso a ono so wo information pa towards sa papa yi usum se ne damfo pa no ono so bedi nkomo e de afasa akiz yenkotie nsem a omo kire say omo call papa na ase anase Andrews na ase a asem koto omo sisi ye kasa de Andrews ne wawu the dead body ni kwa ba betre yeah yenkotie victims ni bi nso some omo tuda.
Please me. So can I off my camera now?
No. Okay, my sister. All right. So we know we are talking to a real person.
Okay. Mr. Ben, I have some few questions for you because Andrew Edwards, it was 6 days, and during that period, he was recording everything I was sending to one person. Are you the person he was sending everything? So I want to know because
no.
That period, like he was recording everything. I was sending to one particular person. I don't know who that person is. Are you the person he was sending everything to?
No.
And okay. And the day he wanted to buy me, let me use it. The day he wanted to buy me, he told me some few things. He was like, he's going to remove my ORGAN.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's going to remove my ORGAN. Mm-hmm. Then he will
remove your head.
Yes, and my so people will think he used me for RITUAL. So
when you do that, people will think he used you for that. Mm-hmm.
Yes, you said he's not into that stuff, but he told me he wanted because he brought out two NIVE. Mm-hmm. He brought out another sharp object with a wrapped nylon, and he told me what he said. He said he wanted to remove my LIVR and my KID and EY. So why you now defending him that he's not into that stuff? Why?
No, which stuff are you talking about? Harvesting. She's talking about harvesting. I don't want us to talk too much on it. I don't have a clue about that one.
Then you just be defending him. You know what you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
I don't know. He don't do that. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not gonna come here and start telling you what I don't know. All right. What I don't know.
Okay. And secondly, you have my video. Like you have my.
Can you? Hello. Yes. That is Prince. Yes. Mr. Ben. There's a video you have in your phone. This is the girl. You have that video in your phone.
You have my video. And that's the video I
sent
to my boyfriend. How come Andrew sent that video to you? Tell me.
I can send that video to you. You have that video.
Is it the video? Hold on. Is it what's your name?
My name is Rachel.
You are the Rachel. Do you know a girl called Amaka?
It was when I posted Andrew.
Amaka reached out to you.
Yes, she reached out to me. I was like, this same person invited me. I was the one that saved Amaka. It was when I posted, the friends were sharing the pictures. When my new happened, I chatted some few bloggers. I chatted Very Dark Man. I chatted this blogger with some other, but they did not respond to me. I was not looking out for myself. I was just trying to save others, but everyone ignored me. I was just fighting this battle alone, just me and my God.
That video, okay, Harrison, that video I showed to Adotu. Is that the video? That is the video. That is the young lady there.
That video.
Andrew sent that video on when did they travel to Abuja? When they were
on 23rd.
Sorry, let me cut you short. I'm not sure he sent that video that day because Andrew sent a message to my mom. Andrew sent when I was posting video. Someone was giving information from my contacts, and
that was the day he sent the video with a verifiable report.
I am not sure that was they sent that video because Andrew threatened me that he has a blogger friend. I'm just saying this now. I'm not scared of anybody again. He said he's going to disgrace me and my family. Meaning Andrew sent so many things about me, even when he was forcing me before my God did my this thing came out. He was recording everything. I was sending to one person, and I believe that person is you. You are the person he was sending all those things to. And why is he sending those videos to you? Why?
I can understand your frustration. That's the question you should be asking because he sent that video. He sent the video. Listen, please. I know this is a very disturbing situation. He sent the video on the day because when that situation come up, he said he took his watch, this guy took my watch and jumped. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Same accusation.
Yes, that's what
same accusation. He accused that guy from stairs.
Yes. He said you took his wristwatch, his Rolex watch.
Okay. But why is Andrew telling you all these things? Tell me why he's telling you, like why he's giving you all this information.
He said, now, let me ask you a question. My darling sister, what's your name? Hold on, guys. Let me ask the lady a question.
Okay. My name is Rachel.
Okay, Rachel. That is please. How did you meet? Okay, how did you meet Andrew?
Okay. Let me explain. Like, I've been friends with Andrew since last year. So, like, Andrew lied to me. Does not based in Nigeria. He said he's based in UK. So we are friends. Like, when I'm down, I would like call him for advice. Andrew used to advise me. Like, if Andrew advised you, like, you think he's a very responsible person. So again, he sent me a video. Was like, he wants to come down to Nigeria. That he would like to invite me for his mom's birthday party. He sent me transport. He sent me 50K transport. Gave me the hotel address, which is Panyu. That same Panyu hotel. He took Celine to. So when I went to the hotel, I used boats. I went to the hotel. I saw it was like I should accompany to go get a present for his mom, a birthday present for his mom. That was how we drove from that hotel to Market Square. From Market Square, I was driving to another direction. I was like, where are you taking me to? He was like, he wants to go to his family house. So his sister would tell me where to get my makeup done. That was how I followed Andrew to his house. Immediately I got to Andrew's house, I was sitting there trying to update my friend. The next thing I received on my face was punch. I looked back, it was Andrew. I was like, what's up? What did I do to you? He was like, I hate you. You don't know how I hate you. I hate you. This, that. He was like, if you want to go my life, anything I ask you to do, just do it. Andrew collected my phones. I was responding to all my Instagram message, my WhatsApp message. That was why I said that chat you posted is fake. That chat you posted is 100% fake, Mr. Ben. Because Andrew collected my phones and was chatting people. There's one guy that was
so the chat that he said he has with you is fake.
Sorry?
The chat that he has
with Celine is fake. I need to see because for my observation, Andrew and Celine started chatting on Facebook April 7th. And that message, the person and Andrew started chatting since last 2 years. So that I have everything on my phone. I know Andrew. I stayed with him for 6 good days. So I know so many things. There are so many things I can't even spill out for security reasons. There are so many things I cannot spill out for security reasons. Some of the things you're saying are 100% correct because Andrew told me himself, which I will not say, which I will not spill out.
Did you go to the police to report this after the incident, please?
Yes, I went straight to Port Harcourt Commissioner of Police. My friend followed me there. She's even here with me. I limped because I could not walk. It was my friend that was holding me. I limped to Port Harcourt Commissioner of Police. He directed me to anti-kidnapping. When I went there, so I should bring money. But Andrew emptied my account. Like Andrew emptied my account. They said I should bring money. I brought money for state. They were like, how much do I have for fuel down to Aba? I was like, this guy emptied my account. I don't have money with me. I don't have 1 naira with me. My friend told me they told her I should bring 200K for fuel to go down to Aba.
Can you hear that, please?
At the point, I got tired of the place. I just got tired. I was just posting. I was trying to use blog. I was sending messages to some bloggers. I posted friends, only few friends reposted.
That is, can you hear the message now? When she went to the police, they were asking her to bring 200 grand. With her injury, the police is asking her to bring 200 grand.
At a point, my injury got infected because of the stress, all the stress, they were just stressing me. Like it was just God that fought this battle for me. It was just God. I was getting
No. You were the one that said that when Andrew forced you, that he did both front and back.
No, see what happened. Like it was just
the word. The way I've been coding it, please.
It was just God that saved me because I saw my P. You guys understand? Before, like 2 weeks before I went there. But when Andrew was trying to force me, I was praying and OOD came out. Like I was even surprised because I saw my P 2 weeks before I went there. So it was like he wanted to enter through the back. It was tight. So he stopped. He was like, I should be using my hands to. So I was. He said, if he wants to pour, I should take all the.
Hey, calm down. Just calm down, please.
Like he thought I was scared. Like I thought he wanted to just use me for RIT. Like if I take all this thing, that maybe I would run mad or something. So I was proving stubborn. I did not swallow anything. So if I don't swallow, it will flow every 3 hours because I refuse to take that CUM. It was torturing me every 3 hours. Like I suffered in that.
Okay, Daddy Freeze.
I want to correct one thing. Andrew does not do anything traditional. Andrew will make friends with you. He does not do anything. That's why I don't believe that Celine story because I know what, like even Andrew invited someone when I was there, sent out transport. It wasn't something to that. Andrew doesn't do anything. He will make friends with you. Andrew has different ways. He even has a matchmaking group. He used to lure people. Even like sometimes he invite. And secondly, Mr. Ben, Andrew does not have that company is fake. Andrew does not have any business. What Andrew does is ORGAN trafficking. He does not have any business. Prove me wrong, please.
You say you spent 6 days with him. He doesn't have any business.
Good days.
Listen, Daddy Freeze, the reason I came out to speak is quite clear. And Nigerian people must hear, the policy maker in our country must hear, the Human Affairs must hear, the security, the national security must hear it. This is very important. If I was part of this agenda, do you think I'll come out? Am I stupid? Do you think I'll put my face out there? From the beginning, Harrison, what did I tell you? I said, I don't want this to happen again. I don't want a predator to have police protection in our country. I don't want young people, young women, vulnerable women, just like this lady now, to going through that kind of thing and have nobody to cry to, because the system enabled this. Because if the system would have hold on to responsibility, that's what do you think I would have done, Daddy Free? Give me advice, please. What is my phone? If I decide to send you anything, sometimes you are shocked, like what's this guy sending to me? But obviously, once you know where you're operating, there is little you can do. These people are compromised beyond reasonable doubt. This girl was punished for 6 days, right? Went to the police. The police were asking her to bring 200 grand. Where does this happen? If I keep my mouth quiet now, another predator will start it again. And how audacity we can sensationalize this thing. We can look at how there's no funny about it.
Now let me ask the girl some questions.
I'm sorry, let me say something.
Okay.
Mr. Ben, this is what we call medicine after it. You would have. Why did you speak up since?
Speak up.
Why did you speak up since? Because
I'm a UK guy.
Brother, let me tell you, as a person,
she has a point, though, Ben. She has a point.
There is no way I will not expose my brother.
You have a great point.
Yeah, if my friend does, there's no way I will not expose him. There is no way, because me too. I tried to expose Andrew, not for myself, because I escaped him already, but for other girls. That's why I was trying to expose him. But nobody helped me. It's just only God that helped me.
Are you listening to me? Are you listening to her? So if I try, listen to me, if I try to report Andrew, maybe that video or whatever is sent to me, he sent it only to me. Assume, okay, and I report it. And this case went to Port Harcourt police station. They will call Andrew. They will invite him and show it to him. Andrew can look at it like this, say, oh, I sent this to this guy. This guy share it with these people and call. Andrew will hold his mouth and be waiting for me. If I go to Nigeria, the same police can come and take care of me easily. So you got to be security conscious. And as I told you, go to my blog and look. I am prudent. Go to the website. There's nothing indulgent there. It's there for people to watch. So it is so difficult for me. If it's in the UK, one phone call, you will get the help you need. One phone call, you will get the help. But look at what she has to went through. And she tried, and everybody ignored her. The system failed her.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Hold on, please. Hold on. Very important. Please, very important. When they arrested Andrew, just listen, when they arrested Andrew on the 8th, have we actually asked ourselves what investigation the police carried out? Have we asked ourselves? Because we can come now and start throwing stones. Mr. Ben, you are this. No, you can never blame me for another adult person's decision. You can't do that. You have a whole system in place that's supposed to do their job. They didn't. They are compromised beyond reasonable doubt. For 20-something days, they did not investigate anything. No arrest, no manager, no driver. They did not go there and do anything. How is it even possible? And that is the kind of system you want me to come and compromise myself and my security? I'm in the UK saying this now. You think I can say this in Nigeria? You think Nigerian people will listen to me? They are already online. The police will come and take me and see for no reason. That can't happen here.
All right. I want to ask.
Okay, sorry. One other question. Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to post that now.
I had community people disowned Andrew because Andrew's true is that from 4-story building. Can you clarify that? They disowned the community, but the true is that on a 4-story building.
Do you want to carry this narrative and go run away with it, or do you want to hear the fact?
I want to hear the facts.
If you want to hear the fact, Andrew did not. I did not hear it that Andrew threw his dad from any story building. Please. When I met Andrew, he already lost his father. Okay? And I know Andrew's mom. Okay? So I have never heard that story that he threw his father on top of building. Whenever you hear that,
but the parents are not in good terms with him. Why? Why are they not in good terms with him?
I beg your pardon.
Like Andrew's parents and siblings, they are not in good terms with Andrew. Why? Because I made so many research when I came out. I saw many things. I know many things about Andrew.
Okay, whatever you think you know, Andrew went to Aba because his parents were there. So I don't know anything about the parents. That's where they are, and they can talk for themselves. I'm talking about the bigger picture here, so that predator cannot operate. The one that are cast away in the UK cannot move to Nigeria, get police protection, get everything, and do as they want. This is the bigger picture. In every society, when an incident happens, there's a lesson to be learned.
I want to ask this lady.
Be ready for that.
I want to ask this lady a few questions. I want to ask this lady a few questions. My dear sister, did you notice freezers, medical equipment, anything like that in Andrew's house?
No.
You know, stainless steel, all those medical gloves, surgical, anything. You've been to a hospital before, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
Those kind of things that you see around in a hospital, did you see them in his house?
Like, he didn't give me the opportunity, because from room, the only time I went to, if I want to go to his kitchen to go, I cooked fried rice for him with d3ad pointed at my head. Like,
now let me ask you, so you were with him for 6 days?
Yeah.
And for the 6 days, he was feeding you?
No food, no water.
How did you survive for 6 days?
Like, everything is just God. Like, it's not my power. It was still
food, no water. So you did not even drink water for 6 days?
Like, I posted the video now. You see her eyes.
Hold on,
when I
please. Hold on. Rachel,
let her talk, brother. Let's hear from her. Calm down. Continue what you are saying, my sister.
I posted my video so you guys will see like how strength I was looking when I came back, and I was looking healthy when I went to Aba. I was looking really straight, like a mentally person, when I escaped him.
You were the one that jumped over the fence.
Yeah, fence. Yeah, I jumped like 4 good fences. The first one was Babayan. It was not Babayan that gave me those injuries on my leg.
Can we see your leg?
Okay.
Ooh.
They didn't sew it very well. Like, they didn't sew it very well. This is my leg. They didn't even stitch it well. Like, my hand, like, I could not bathe. That's my leg. I could not even bathe for 1 week. I was just using towel to clean my body. Because my hands, all my body was just injured. Like, both my hands. It was my mom that was using towel to clean my body.
Wow. I'm totally sorry for that. I think we should end now. Does anybody have anything to say?
Yes, please. Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. Daddy Freeze, you have a platform, and I'm glad that you have put mouth in this. Okay? And this is the second time. Harrison, you have done absolute well. But there has to be accountability from the police. Don't forget, the girls are still missing. One of them that they found, we can't even confirm yet. Okay? There has to be accountability. Please, ask Nigerian police, the team that came to pick Andrew. You took Andrew. What investigation did you do to make sure that these guys are safe? What did you went to do in Uyo and spend a night there? What were you doing in Benue State and spend 2 nights in a hotel room, drinking, eating with a potential double homicide suspect that the IG of police requested for? What are they doing? Daddy Freeze, this is very important, because if you can't push this, then there's no point of having conversation, because these are the failure that we're talking about. You took somebody from Aba that the IG requested him to come to Abuja for questioning, for potentially harming these young kids, these young girls. And then you took him to Uyo collected 1.5 million from him, stay in the same hotel with them, eat, give him his car to drive. How is he making sense? Why are you not pushing this one? Because so we can come here and talk about
question is, why did they now buy him? What was the story that made them buy him?
This is the question we are supposed to be talking about, so that you will know the bigger story. You will know the corruption that have enabled this kind of atrocity. The same corruption that made me to see evidence that could have put somebody in jail for life, and I refuse to tell my countrymen. Now I'm here talking, and somebody is online telling me Ben is an accomplice. If you see an accomplice, you wouldn't know it.
Okay. Harrison, this is the first time I'm seeing Harrison just quiet. He tired.
Yeah, that is freeze.
Do you want to add anything?
I want to. No. I want to blame Ben.
No, let them blame. Listen, the UK is a beautiful country. Write a petition to the UK. Write it.
I want to blame him because of the Nigerian factor that we have currently. The system is so bad that, I watched this movie, The Blacklist, Raymond Reddington. I don't know if I've watched that movie. How criminals are caught, how he was giving out criminals to the authorities. And most times you see that police was even working with the criminals too. So if, for me, I give information to the police, it backfire. Most times it backfires on me too. That I give information. That was why I was angry at the first at Ben, but later I understood his own point of view, why he could not do much as somebody who, yes, it's So for me, one thing I want to clear is that because I wouldn't want any victim to be shamed. So I just want that screenshot from Mr. Ben that Andrew sent to him. That chat between Celine and Andrew of 1 million naira. I'm not clear with that for now. Because I know where Celine was demanding 1 million naira from Andrew for she and Afiba to have a get together with Andrew.
Where Celine demanded that 1 million. Celine demanded 1 million.
Yes.
Andrew did not answer.
Yes, please. I know bloggers are watching us. And that story is viral everywhere, meaning that victims are being shamed. And that's what me Harrison, one issue I would not like to see victims shamed. Now, this girl here now, Rachel is here live with us now. She's bold, came out openly to share her story.
Yes.
People on this comment section now are calling her Olosho and the rest of
this
them.
This is
how
the problem.
How do you want people to come out and speak about their
Rachel,
experiences with people who are
going to talk one-on-one when we are done, okay?
So that's not it. Rachel followed me to Abuja to go and give a statement, almost 3 pages of
this
statement.
Same Rachel.
Yes, this same girl.
That is the same girl they chased away. They chased away.
Yes,
you have met Rachel before.
Yeah?
Have you met Rachel before?
Yes, I was in Abuja at the police office in Abuja.
Rachel,
he made statement to the police.
Rachel, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear.
So you know Harrison?
Yeah, I followed him to Abuja for the case.
Oh, wow.
So she made a statement, about 3 pages of statement to the police, detailing what transpired in Andrew's house, how Andrew brought her to Aba and the rest of them.
In some say, Anna lady or that a yes queen so, and as a lady, I am monitoring common so editu ja efa Andrews na owie no ana one guy being so on so a story. I mean, there's a story in the abattoir, the answer boys or minimum story, most be dinkomo, will be a better na will be adding input to beba at their fuck kisa at the home. Now, one guy or tenasi a wooden common watcher when in Cassie will say, a brand here, I a friend a year Andrews no. Or on whom information, on who details. I mean, I know maybe I was sending your brain or leading come on the videos. You go tell someone also only 2 ja a fat Andrews.
Many of you guys have had me in the last few days. Fuming. Yesterday, I came out. I'm like, Nigerian police is hiding something. They never show us the body. I tagged Harrison and I told you guys to go and tag. That was yesterday morning. It was me, first of all and foremost. Let's make it clear. At Just Adetun, my sister. It was me that brought this case to the limelight. Harrison started it. It was me who carried my phone in London when I was in the car with Just Adetun, and I showed her for the first time this situation. She opened her mouth. She was shocked. I'm like, do you know this person is my friend? He's from this town here that we live. He said, no. I said, yes. So I told her everything. Just Adetun watched the video on Harrison's page. And I told Just Adetun what I know. Because when I was watching Harrison, I know Harrison was struggling to gather fact. It was me. So before you begin to send your judgment, know what I did to make sure this case come to limelight. Just Adetun put her status as Agrigri one of Africa. And the story went boom. The story went boom. And I was happy about it. Bloggers begin to push it. Linda Ikeji took it. Gospel Mail took it. And all the big bloggers begin to took it. We're happy. If Just Adetun asks me any content that I know I can give to her, I give it to her. And Harrison begin work. But my problem, even when Harrison was doing all that effort, I said, this is not Harrison's responsibility. Because me, I know what a police is supposed to be. But Harrison as an individual took it upon himself because the community that we are in, the police don't fail us. Police don't fail us. Say, two people pay, you catch this man for 1 month, you they play with him, they collect him money. You they play with him, they collect him money. They collect him money, forget about the investigation of that people. Forget about the polite of those young women. They lie for Ram. I get them fear fact here. And they are still lying for Harrison. They are still lying to Harrison. And Harrison, I understand you. It's not everything you go put your mouth. You did Nanja, they go do you very dark man. They go do you very dark man. If I did Nanja now, they for do me very dark man. Because those people, their head no correct. They fit just come your house, come carry you. Make one petition, they go lock you up. Come and carry me from UK. Come and carry me from UK. Tell Interpol, tell anybody, maybe they can't carry me from UK. Me and Una know they operate the same level. My brain know they operate the same level with Una. My level, no they with Una level. So Una police, they see me from behind. They follow Andrew case for 2 weeks. Lock this guy up inside cell. They no do one investigation. They no arrest in chef. They no arrest in driver. They no arrest anybody. They no carry out search of that community and the house. They collect money. The guy, they pay them money. The guy, they pay them money. Make I tell you now. On the 20-something, I think 22nd or so, my guy was released from Umuahia. As soon as he released, after he paid 1.5 million to bail himself. To bail himself because the police told him that this is a case of self-kidnap. As soon as they release him, another team appear. They say they are from Abuja. They have received a petition that Andrew must leave, must come to Nigeria. See, I don't want somebody to distract me. If your brain, I don't know whatever is your name. If you are in a, let me just block one person when you understand with me at the talk. I go block your mama. Go and comment somewhere else. If you know one here, just carry your head, they go. And if you get a charge and bail recharge card, when you want to make a fast comment, be careful because I'll block you. I have never seen anything against Harrison. Harrison has done absolutely godly work. Harrison has done unbelievable work. Harrison has done fantastic job. And I thank him for this. But the bigger picture is being hidden. Una no one look at because emotion they carry people, and this team of people where they call themselves FC, very dark man FC, Whiskey FC, If I catch anybody, they call me, they call themselves my FC, I block you. I don't need FC. I need people where they rational, where they reason, where they think. Because if they do FC now, when I go push person, the person no go fit talk a mind. You no go fit talk the truth. You go come the lie for una. Because when they do FC, I don't need FC. So make I go back to the matter. The guy did everything possible for him to be locked up. Numerous cases. I dey tell una the story of one of an incident in Port Harcourt wherein they knock the PRO of the case when they're supposed to the jail am for. If they knock him. If they knock the PRO of the case. The PRO regularly visit to get knocked. So the guy now carry himself. They go. The police come release them. Carry and come. Another team appear. This team will follow Harrison. Go Port Harcourt. Now the same team. The boss of that team, I go read you in message. I go show you in video. Everything there with Andrew. When Harrison, they talk yesterday night, after I called Harrison out, now me call Harrison, I say, Harrison, I respect what you do. You are the one that broke the news to Nigerians, that you have seen the picture of this guy, confirm pie. And on that live video we did, the first live video we did, I told you what the guy was wearing. On that day, I said the guy was wearing black top. I'm in the UK, so I wouldn't have been there to know the clothes he's wearing if I did not see him face to face. I said the guy was wearing black top with a red stripe here and with boss, Hugo Boss written. That is the clothes, that is the day. You see him? That is Andrew in his own car. Does he look changed to you? That is his glasses. I told you guys he was wearing a glasses. He called me. I am telling you now, this, anything you hear here, now fact. This is Andrew. So when Harrison, they talk yesterday, say, when they catch him, when they transfer him to Abuja, they carry him straight to their Abuja. I say it's incorrect. They not just carry him, they go Abuja. They carry him straight to, from Aba. They give him in car. They carry in car. They carry in clothes. They carry in laptop. They carry in passport. Police no get access to them. Police no get them. They give them. They release them. They give them money. The police, they stay for a house, chop food before they leave. Before they leave, police drink 4 cousin. I don't know what that drink is. They say 4 cousin. Now it be police drink them inside that house before they proceed to they go to that Andrew made this video. And then the text messages he sent to one of his friend in Plateau State. He said, this is the room. This is the room. This is my room. One of them is asleep. The other one is in the shower. See there, Rara, you know Rara, that thing where police they hold for hand. He says, see there, Rara, I feel bad for them as they will get into trouble as I should have been in cell in Abuja already. You dey hear when you hear now talk. Now Andrew talk amo. See him. Now the text message with this. Now he send. Now he Andrew send to one person. No be just text message, oh. Because when Harrison talk last night, Harrison talk say they carry on straight. Now the information where police they give Harrison be that. No be Harrison they lie. So before when I go come they do Harrison fan base here, I they be fan base to a truth. Harrison no lie. Harrison they do what he can do in the environment he is. God bless him on that. Then the video attached is the video that Andrew sent to the young lady. This is the video. This is Andrew. So if you want to look, if you look at that video very well, you will see police Egbe. That ain't dead. Now police Egbe, that Egbe be that. This police Egbe where you they see now inside that room. Now Andrew carry. He don't frustrated. He say he want pie himself. So one other police, he said, I took, let me read it for you. He said, this is the, make I read them. You can even read it on the page as well on our Telegram because we can't put everything on the page. He said, this is my room. One of them is asleep in the shower. You see they are Egbe. I feel bad for them as they will get in trouble as I should have been in police cell, but their boss was greedy. I paid him 500,000 today and is still asking for more. Andrew sent this message. I did not say Andrew did not pay these children. Please, before you begin to run with fact, we no correct. You dey hear them now. Harrison no get all this thing. Harrison no get her. And if you get her, you no go fit discuss them. You no go fit discuss them. You understand? Because the police no say this case go blow like this. Now me do am. Anybody where won't argue, may can argue with me. Now me do am. So when he send this video to this Omo, the Omo the right time say, please don't do anything stupid to yourself, please. Don't do anything stupid to yourself. The Omo right time. The whole chat is there. What I'm trying to correct is this. Police are hiding stuff. When they get to Uyo, they spend a night in Uyo. Then they proceeded from Uyo to be Abuja. The police divert again to Benue State. They got to Benue, one police want to see his wife. Oh, let me finish. Andrew he said, I took their something to do myself. He said one of them rushed from the shower and they grabbed me and they collected it. Then Andrew has to bribe them in that hotel with 1.5. No, they demanded for 1.5 million. No, they demanded for 3 million. Not to put chain on Andrew's leg. After Andrew did that, they say, we'll put chain on your leg and we'll tell our Oga, if you do this. Andrew bribed them with 1.5. The account where the money was transferred to is there. Make they keep on lying. Make Nigerian police no join. You go see what I go do for this matter. You go see what I go do. And anyone where una the bribe, una go see what I go do for this matter. They Andrew transfer 1.5 million. 1.5 million to the two police officers. One of the officers is the one that follow Harrison back to Aba to locate the remain of one of the girl. Make una dey share so that the truth go explode the way it's supposed to be. Make una tag anybody where una want tag. And I tell you, say like this it go be, and like this it go be. I get all this evidence, and these people they lie up and down. These people they lie up and down. I don't know what is their interest. I don't know what will be their interest. So in that after I don't bribe them in Uyo, when he try to pie himself with their egbe, so they come carry and they go Abuja. But they are not going to Abuja straight. They branch in Benue. They stay in another hotel in Benue again. Andrew called me from that Benue. I spoke to him. He said they are in Benue State. You didn't hear me so? He said they are in Benue State. I get the call log. I get the time. I get the frame. I said, what one are they do for Benue State again? He said, the one wants seeing wife. Hey, I say wahala. What kind of? He said this case no matter. Say he no do anything. Now so they deny him for me or make I hear una. I said, do you do this thing? He said no. He said don't be silly, buddy. He said they gave me my phone. I have my phone. I have my laptop. I have my stuff, and he's dressed good. He dressed good. I said okay. Few hours later, Andrew called me on a video call. I missed the call. That day, I went to the gym. From the gym, I decided to go to Lidl to pick eggs. I was in front of Lidl with my car like this. I parked in front of Lidl. I received a phone call. Video call. I missed it. So I was waiting. He called again on a video call. I pick it. I saw Andrew in black with the glasses in his car. And he said, Ben, I am running away. I said, why? I thought you were going to. He said, these people have destroyed me. I've spent up to 3 million from Aba to this place right now. I am done. I'm tired. I'm running away from them. I said, where are you running to? He was driving. He was on a FaceTime with me. I swear to God. On a FaceTime with me. Like this. Like this. He has a glasses on. I dey tell una. I say, oh, don't run. You don't know anywhere. This guy has never been driving himself interstate. Now people, they drive him. I say, you don't know anywhere. Where you they run? Where you they run to? I say, they go see you. This is the word. He said, I will go and park somewhere in the village until the night and I will move. I said, they will catch you. I said, start coming back to the UK. Go to, do you have your passport? He said, everything is in the car. Passport, laptop, everything. I said, if you are scared, call your lawyer. Go and submit yourself or go to the airport. Because me, I know if you go to the airport, they will catch him there. So I said, go to the airport. So that is the ability to negotiate in a hostile situation. I have it. So I was negotiating with him. He sent me text message, forward me the police chief. This one that follow Harrison to Aba. Forward me message. Forward me in number. And do they wrong? Small time, the phone off. I call him, the phone no go. I call him, the phone no go. The phone no go again. I can't say, what has happened? I don't hear from him again. I thought, then I call. At one point, I think at about 4 something, I phone. So I can hear and do phone. People, they talk underground. They talk. But nobody talk directly to me. Because that time, police don't they fear. Because Andrew don't send police number to many people. Where they transport, I don't forward them to plenty people. So I call that number. I get the number with me. I call them. They no answer. The next day, so me I come to say maybe they don't catch Andrew, carry and go Abuja. I keep my peace. I no tell anybody. Say Andrew tell me say
Penifose bibiro wi asenti ne da ne atopno na ne pabone fonti e wo se wo bambo hu hia na ne papa mu de Pro Technologies ana me kan fama wo ane Pro Technologies. We are specialized in both sales and installation of CCTV cameras. Yeton esa install CCTV cameras in the South Ghana and NASA brochure na ufi Ghana. Now beso CCTV camera installation. We need Pro Technologies and Ninsa we get CCTV camera installation, electric fence, automated gate, access control, video doorbell, and intercom, and satellite TV, home theater, so upebiato, and wato, and opesebe install them out. Pro Technologies and our software. Na shenenso. Say fidie nyina from America brochimem and this and papa na opedia men nwene ho na ne bo anso da form me kye no the web brochimem ha ene branch e wo Ghana ye ni mo bra wo bre into sika fire nsem se fanya japade ma wo Ghana wo da na ne tenese yes general construction so web brochire na peso si fi o Ghana e dan plan bi o peso si se wa sha se dada ana afi na peso si plan bia ye besiama eno echi so here solar power ana bamba ho nsensem bi ade woni ye ni nsawoso ne esanso ye smart home abefo fidie bi apese hye e wo fie ana watwuma mo de ma wo woni ye ni nsawoso we are just a call away ne esanso wadan de ma han ana ofre brochire bedu Ghana na wo pe full house room ana apartment ahan for short term ana long term ye be ma obiane border form na bamba ho nsem de menwene ho enna ye interior decoration so wasi fie na wie ana yesu fie na ma no yes decoration ye besiesie fie ana office o e de ama no e so to mfidie bi na wo hokun fa so install ana ne settings ye beye e de ama e wo Ghana wo behu yen wo mira ofra denta e de wani a che dodowa wo behu ye e wo ahie ye ne Emerlin Pharmacy e na wo the same building. For information or WhatsApp 401-7570-300 and a +401-6992-254. Pro Technologies. We have the solutions for your security and home entertainment needs at affordable prices.
Okay, now me the video be chat to am and the wahakabebe 20 minutes ebisa that the freeze year program and one guy ba so and kwana wono so na odikesi mu tintimman pa e ma yi nyina ti information say abrantie no wadwane na ho ahwan no wono so ba so bedi nkomo ni bi for adwenkyere brade ensem ankofu ekikan ni de ne kunu abekan wadwenkyere wo ho enese.
So I'm Ben Samuel. I run the news Niger 24 News.
Okay.
It's a blog, there's a website, and we have staff and all that. And Andrew has been my friend for over 10 years.
Okay.
So I know him. We live in the same community in the UK. And I know quite a bit of him. So I visited when I was in Nigeria, and every time I come to Nigeria, I do go to see him in Port Harcourt. So it's quite a very unfortunate situation that we're discussing about. But the conspiracy out there and the narrative out there is taking the main focus from the main reason why this thing took place, the alleged incident. Because now I used to accept it that it has happened. Now I'm calling it alleged until Nigerian police come out and speak on this. Do you know? I want you to ask me a question. Anything, please, Daddy Freeze, you can ask me anything. When I mean anything concerning this man, anything. and I will be brutally honest with you, and I'll give you the answer without iota of a fear. And I'm very constant with it. Go ahead, sir.
Andrew graduated in 1989. How true is that?
Sorry,
from secondary school.
I'm not going to go back as far as that. I didn't know Andrew then. Okay. So, but I do believe Andrew spent some his early age in the eastern part of Nigeria. He was born in the UK. And then the good thing that you guys need to know today, Andrew was actually adopted. Okay. And Andrew was raised in Nigeria. He told me this one because he explained his early growth when we discuss. So that's all I can say. I don't know about 80 something. I don't know, but I do believe that may be a correct event of his life.
Let's go into Andrew's predilections. Let's talk about what seems to be the norm. There's an allegation that this is one of the reasons why Andrew had to leave the UK. This same inappropriate handling of a woman. How true is that?
I would say that is partially, completely true. Partially true.
Okay. Throw some light on it. Explain to us why
Andrew he was in jail. He went to jail in this country.
Okay.
He went to jail for slapping a woman. I was aware of it. Andrew is a successful businessman. He's a gas heater engineer. The facts are there. He maintained almost 85% of council property in Buckinghamshire. He maintains schools. He has staffs that over 15 staff. At one point, Andrew had more than 15 vans for staff. Minimum wages for his staff, 40 grand a year. Most of his staff are British, white British, basically. Andrew is a crafted guy. But he has a problem. Just like everyone, he has a serious mental health problem, challenges. Now, he was involved in an incident that took him to prison. And after that prison incident, his life went like this, boom, like that. So he decided, Andrew does not know anything about Nigerian culture. Or like he knows he's from Nigeria. He loves that he's been there before. He was brought up a little bit of his early age before he moved back to the UK and completely grew up here. He even to play Afrobeat. When we go out, he has cars. So when we go out and I'm playing Afrobeat, he never enjoyed it because it's not his kind of thing. When I see him, his life was completely a mess after he came back from prison. So that means he lost his businesses.
He lost all his businesses.
He has to because he's maintaining property for the council. And when you maintain property for the council and you have 2 years in prison, they will be automatically taken away. This is not Nigeria. Okay, so you cannot go and start maintaining property, or your company will be responsible for vulnerable people in their buildings. I knew he had this problem, but he's in the UK. He's well managed here. But this guy suddenly called me one day and said he's moving to Nigeria. I'm
okay,
like,
so he moved to Nigeria because he was broke.
He was not broke. Whoever told you he's broke, they're lying. He was not broke. He has properties. He has life. But his company went down. So he went into depression. And now he can't go to America because he can't go to the US. He can't go to any Western country because of his criminal record. And he wanted to go to Nigeria and reset his life. Okay? That is how he moved to Nigeria in 2021. Okay, you can go ahead. Let me not just jump over the case.
Okay. There were 3 cases that Harrison reported. Celine,
yes, please.
Afiba, and some other girl who came and said she showed us some injuries that she sustained trying to run away from Andrew,
from his property.
After it was alleged that Andrew KIDNAPPED her. Now, these 3 stories sound very similar. That's where I draw my personal suspicion from. I may be wrong, but I'd like you to throw some light on it.
You are absolutely right. And that is not just the 3 story. There are more stories. Andrew has thrown a girl out of his balcony in Port Harcourt. Like, the girl had a spinal cord. I want you to listen. It's not easy for me to do this, but I'm doing this so that Nigerian government can learn, so that a condemned human being cannot come to Nigeria and do what they want. And let me go back again. I'm leaving Celine, I'm leaving Afiba, and I'm leaving the other girl. Let me take you back a little bit in Port Harcourt. And that big man of his that say, you know him, don't call his name, they will know about this. Andrew moved to PH. Andrew, the first 3 months, Andrew was in prison in PH.
What did he do?
The same thing. Girls reported him for. I want to give you correct event so that bloggers that are running away with shadows, they will know they are hearing from the right source. And I put myself out there to change the narrative, because what would have happened is this: they would have just pushed all this narrative, the case with, and more predators can move to Nigeria and do the same thing again.
Oh wow!
And no lesson will be learned. No lesson.
Oh wow!
Will be learned.
Do you have evidence to back your claims?
It's not evident. If I have evidence, I was aware of the case, like totally aware of the cases that he's being told. The police in Port Harcourt is aware. The state CID who gave him a GUN license. The state CID who gave him a GUN license in 2022. Andrew returned back to Nigeria in 2021. The GUN license that you see on the video that he's giving to, was banned in 2022. They backdated it for him to 2016. And they took money from him. And he was using this thing to terrorize, to do the big man. I am not coming here to defend him. I'm coming here to tell you we have a system that doesn't work.
Now, let me ask you a question. If you are aware of all these things, going on, why didn't you talk to him?
I was speaking to him. You don't understand. I was speaking regularly to him, and I was telling him, get settled, marry somebody that can calm you down. Logs of messages, logs of text messages. It's not everything I'll come here and I start telling you. For that kind of a guy that have risen to the pinnacle of management, to descend to that level, you have to understand. I was telling him, I have my kid. I have been in this country for more than 20-something years. I have never seen police van, the back of police van, never seen it. My record is as pure as gold. And I'm telling him, pick a lesson, learn. Stop this thing that you are doing. Get married and live your life. It was not easy for him. But the Nigerian police, the environment he moved back to, encourage him. You give him a word. You give him a gun. When he harmed this girl and he went to cell, they give him his phone. He called me from cell and he said, I have a problem, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what's the problem? He called me from cell. Are you listening to me?
I can hear you.
The state CID, if anybody watching in state CID, you guys know what I'm talking about. It was a big shot. Just imagine you are a big shot in Port Harcourt. That police respect you and they come to you.
Wow. Of course, we'd like to hear from the side of the police. We want to hear the whole story.
Let me tell you. For those of you guys that are saying, why didn't you report to police? Why didn't you? Me calling police, Nigerian police, and say this person is doing this? He's doing with adults. He's having adult conversation with another adult. No matter how rough it is, he's an adult. If I see minor, that would have been a different thing. I'm a crafty writer. I would have written a petition against him to the Interpol. Already he was declared wanted here, which I myself, he never reviewed that one to me that he was declared wanted in the UK. So when that incident happened, I thought this would taught him a lesson. But the DPO that was in charge of that case in Port Harcourt, in Agui Road, and I'm giving figures now. Agui Road, Port Harcourt Police Station, was coming to Nakandu at home. The one that was supposed to be in charge of disciplining him for harming that girl.
That is, if I'm correct, the girl that was thrown from the balcony.
Yes. The girl that was thrown from the balcony, a poor girl from Uyo. I cried. But there are things, there are traumas you see in life that you are thinking.
Let me ask you,
yeah.
What happened to the girl? Is she okay now, or she?
I have no clue. I don't have a contact with these girls. He will tell me the story, and then I'll hear the story. Some of his staff will tell me the story. He has staff. The guy started a betting company. He has computer, and then he do a lot of betting in millions.
So Andrew, now I want to ask you a question, and let's narrow down to Black Sheep, his company.
Yeah.
Do you think Andrew was working with a syndicate?
He's not working for no syndicate. I don't know where
he was
Nigerians and their
trafficking
stupid conspiracies.
ORGANS.
Of what?
ORGANS.
No. Not that I'm aware of. And I can tell you this from a pure, that company is registered in the UK, in a company house in the UK. So when I hear that one from your platform, I'm like, where did they get this one from? When I hear that
it was just my suspicion.
No, I've been hearing it. When I hear that there was this chopping human being, I'm like, where did they get this one from? I will come here and tell you there is a lot of narrative that would have just gone under the carpet, and the bigger picture, the bigger message would have gone lost completely. And my mission, I want Nigerians to take this very serious. My mission is that Nigerian police must stop being compromised. They must protect our women. When a poor girl come and report to you, take it serious. Don't sweep it under the carpet. They enable him for this. You talked about the girl that Harrison spoke about the young lady that said he has to throw herself out of the stair, out of whatever, in January, whatever. If that girl report would have taken serious, Andrew wouldn't have get a chance to harm the other girl in April.
That girl's report, let me ask you.
Yes.
The one who jumped, they said Andrew would forcibly do front and back. Is that true?
I got no clue on that one. In short, to be honest with you, I'm gonna be real honest. I never hear about that one until that one came up. But that girl also went to the police station. When the story came out and I read it on Harrison page, that girl also went to the police station. What did police do? Police have a chance to stop this guy 1 million times before this time around. So I'm not coming here to cry for the dismiss of Andrew. I'm coming here to talk about the decay in our system, whereby we protect the rich over the poor. That's why I'm came. Because if I didn't speak, Daddy Freeze, if I would have just kept quiet, if I didn't call just Adotu and told her I was driving just Adotu to London, to central London, and I showed her and I'm like, do you hear the story going on? He said she didn't know about the story. I'm like, this is what's going on. I said, do you know this guy is from our city here? And this guy is a person that I know very well. He said, what? I opened my phone. I show her. I said, please, we want to highlight this thing. And my focus was not just to find the young ladies that are missing. I want lesson to be learned, because that is what the Western country do. Why did this happen?
Okay, now let's hone in on Celine and Afiba. What do you know about Celine and Afiba?
On the 8th of May, around midnight, I got a couple of messages from Andrew around 12:24 precisely, and everything I'm saying, go to the blog or go to my page. The screenshot, everything is there. I got a message. Hey, buddy, this is my last message to you. I am going. It has been a challenge for me. I just want to tell you that I'm done. I'm like, so what do you mean? I wrote him immediately. That was on the 8th, midnight of May. I started writing him, what's up? What's going on? Are you okay? Is it money? What's going on? Oh, Ben, you don't understand. I've been struggling. This is just the last straw for me. The messages are there. The catalog of messages are there. I'm like, what is going on? Talk. Then he didn't talk. The next time he talked to me, I called him. He didn't pick up. Then he talked to me. Then he said, the police barricaded me. I'm inside. I'm like, what's going on? He said, I'm inside. He said, I barricade myself inside. I'm like, no, is it about the GUN? If you're about GUN, give it to them. What is going on? So the next thing he did, he sent me, he sent me a screenshot. I didn't have time to even check the screenshot properly. I was just trying to communicate with him to make sure he didn't do the undoable at that particular time. I said, don't take your own life. Don't do it. Don't do it. What's going on? Then I go into the message. Then I saw a screenshot of not Celine. Yeah, Celine and Afiba conversation where he was negotiating price with them. So come and spend weekend with me. And the girl was asking for 1 million for both of them. And I look at it. Then I asked, hold on, guys, because Nigerians like to jump with falsehood. I don't do falsehood. Not me. I write. I said, is it about girls? Please don't do something stupid. Hand over yourself to the police if they're outside. That's what I wrote. Then no talking again. So at that particular time, they said there was about 30 police people in his compound. And I keep on trying to check on him. I'll call him, he won't pick. Then say, buddy, I can't talk. He will write me, I can't talk. My batteries can't talk. At that particular time, they say he barricaded himself inside his room. And then the police are outside at the gate and everywhere. So they are coming to arrest him at that particular time. So this is I was thinking, is there anybody with you? In my head, I'm like, this guy have taken a hostage. I said, this guy have taken a hostage. And I know he has GUN. So I'm now thinking now, what is the best way to talk to him to make sure the damage is not bigger? I said, hand over yourself to the cops. Hand over yourself to the cops. He didn't talk to me again. And I was waiting. I didn't go to bed until about 2-something. Maybe 2:45 a.m. I decided to close my eye. In the morning, I write him. No answer. At that time, they've taken him. So I was later told that he submitted himself at 3 a.m. in the night to the police. So that means my conversation that I had with him, where I was telling him, don't do something stupid, actually works. Because he has his GUN inside his room with him. He could have done undoable. But I didn't know there was this guest. I thought the guest, he hold the girl hostage. I didn't know the girls were missing. And I did not know the girl were missing until the 22nd of May.
From the 8th till the 22nd?
Yes, I did not hear anything anymore. So I thought the unthinkable has happened. I was communicating with everybody I know that could reach out to him. I call his auntie that I have the contact. I text messages. I sent the number to my people in Nigeria to call with a local number if they will pick up. Nobody talked. So I assume maybe this guy.
Okay, I want to bring Harrison now. Harrison, I'm going to bring you in 5 minutes, but I want this gentleman to finish his story. So finish. Harrison, I'm bringing you now. I'm sorry. I got carried away with this. Bringing you now. 2 minutes. All right. Let's finish with your story so I can add Harrison. So what now happened to, I'm sure by the time, before he was transported, or I'm assuming that before he was transported, he communicated with you.
No, he didn't communicate with me after the 8th. The next time he communicated with me was on the 22nd. Fact.
Okay, so what was the conversation he had with you on the 22nd?
On the 22nd, he reached out and he told me they're accusing me of kidnapping 2 girls. Then I had a picture. He never sent me any bad picture of these 2 young ladies. He sent me the video of them in the room. He said this video came on the 22nd. On the 22nd, he sent me the video of Celine and the other one. They were not in any, they were not doing any bam bam. So the girls were lying down. One was lying down like this, then the other one was on the other bed, but they look mashed down. That was the video I showed to Just Adeton, and I said, this video looked bad. I said, and me and Just Adeton was looking at it in the car like this. I said, this look bad. He dropped this girl.
Can you forward the video to me?
I will. 100%. I said, this look bad.
They don't use something.
Yes, because one of them was lying down like this, then the other one was the other side like this. Yeah. I shared this video with Just Adeton, and then Just Adeton told me.
Just Adeton.
Just
people know.
Adeton. Sorry, my apology.
Yes. Just Adeton. All right.
Just Adeton. Just Adeton. Sorry. Then what happened was I shared it with her, and then I said, and I went on Harrison page because Harrison was doing everything to research about this guy, and what Harrison was saying, the picture was not adding up to the person I know and the person they are talking about. So we connected Harrison. We had a live video.
Okay, I'm bringing Harrison now.
Yes.
Harrison is joining us back, but I wanted to hear your part of the story. So what do you think happened, in your opinion, to Celine and Afiba?
If I may tell you what I think it happened in that day, I think everything that we fear may have happened. I'm a British. I'm not going to come here and start telling you you did this. I don't do that. And I'm a journalist as well. You don't have fact, you don't speak. Okay? Because you could be held liable for that. I'm not a Nigerian whereby you say this person takes something, you start knocking his head. No, we don't do that. You have to work with what is available in front of you. And nobody can bully me to say, oh, he did it. No. Something happened. And that's why I am thinking, what are the police covering? Why did they take Andrew finally after they released Andrew on the 22nd, right? That the freeze. Just think about this. Please listen to this. Andrew was released on the 22nd. Immediately Andrew got released, there was a letter and a petition, and they say you are going to Abuja. Andrew was released from Umuahia on the 22nd. On that 22nd, some team of police arrived from Abuja, supposedly from, what do you call it, from IGO police. Please pay attention. Pay attention to the scenario so that you can make up your mind. Supposedly from IGO police. Then Andrew wrote me that morning and said they are taking me to Abuja. That the preliminary hearing, preliminary find out of the police in Aba, in Abia State, have confirmed that these guys were on a self-kidnap. They have given me back his phone. They have asked him that he's going to Abuja to answer question. And I'm like, great. Call your lawyer, go to Abuja and answer question. That's what I said. And then they went to Andrew's house. The police followed Andrew back to his house. These police that came from Port Harcourt. First of all, the police from Abuja and the police from Abuja and the one in Umuahia had a clash because the one in Umuahia want to continue handling the case. The one in Abuja said, we are here to take him. So they had a clash. Harrison can confirm that. But they finally come together and they hand over Andrew to the one that came from Abuja. They took Andrew back to the house. Are you listening, Daddy?
Yes.
Please. Because I want you guys to take fact. They took Andrew back to the house. Andrew took a shower, cleaned up, loaded his car. Are you listening to me? Andrew told me he requested to drive his own car. Yes, on a fact. He said, I requested, I want to drive my own car. They said, I'm only going to answer questions. So he got his clothes, most of the clothes that he did, get his laptop. His GUN was taken by the police to put in his car. Police helped him load the car. Just listen, Nigerians, before when I go, they run like that's why we deserve bad government, because when I know they look at things critically. His GUN, somebody on M charges, somebody on double homicide, potentially double homicide, somebody on a kidnap, somebody that IGO police say, bring for us. The Ghanaian embassy is interested. This is becoming an international issue. That is a priority. That is like extraditing Escabo. The guy loaded his car. Andrew drove. I hope Harrison hear this. Andrew drove. The police did not drive. The people that drove from that compound, it was Andrew. The police sat with him and they drove. Where are they heading to? Ask me, Daddy Freeze, where are they heading to?
Is it not Abuja? Where are they heading?
They're heading to Abuja.
Why didn't they go by plane?
Ask me one question. Ask me. I don't know. Ask me. This is where the puzzle is right now. For those of you guys that are not listening, you guys were like, because this is not the issue of these young ladies now. It's no longer a priority for the police. For 2 weeks that Andrew was in prison in Umuahia, Hart arrested. Who did police in Umuahia arrest? Did they arrest his driver? Did they arrest his cook? Did they go back to the house to search? Did they do any research? Did they walk around the community and make inquiry? What they know? That is the basic security check that they're supposed to do for somebody that you accuse of kidnapping young ladies. The police did not do anything. Andrew was in prison with them. They were siphoning his money. He pays 600 grand to do tracking, 600,000 for that 2 weeks for police to use to do tracking of the girl. The police came back to him and told him that they find out one of the girl's phone is ringing. This is a case of self. Please go ahead, please, because I don't want to start giving you everything.
All right.
Forward
the video to my DM. Let me have a look at it. In the meantime, Harrison, what do you have to say about all this?
All right. First, Mr. Ben, I don't have any grudges against you or any issue with you. You know, from that first video we made on is it Adil? I don't. It's my mom.
I'm like
I don't know how to.
I'm like you. My tongue is so bad. I grew up in Igbo land. Some of the
thank you, Naimu. Me, I grew in Imo State, so I don't know. All right.
I grew up in Anambra State, so it's hard for me to pronounce some of the words as well.
All right.
Yeah.
First, you know, at the beginning, I wasn't happy because I thought my focus was that you are Andrew's friend, you know, and you know so much about Andrew and you didn't complain. But later you now told me that, you know, who will you complain to? The same police. So for me, I spent 4 years in the Nigerian prison. Now police carry me to prison. So I know how they configure stories. And I understood your own, you know, side. Why you don't want to?
Do you know if I hold on, sir? Do you know if I call the police? For example, if I call the police in Abuja, and I say this guy, I don't like his characters and everything. Who do you think will pick my call? If I want to call the police,
go and, even though you pick the call, they will still fall back to him and tell him.
If I call Port Harcourt, who do you think will pick my call? If I call Abba, who will pick my call? We don't have a system. Please go ahead.
Yes. So I want to clear one thing. The chat that you received from Andrew about Celine demanding 1 million naira. Do you have a date? Is there any date on that screenshot? I want to check very well because I know very well that Andrew can chat himself to claim that, you know, I know that one because the 4 victims that I spoke to told me that nearly Andrew took them hostage, that Andrew took their phone and was chatting as if you are the one communicating with him. Just to have.
Yes, I don't have a doubt that will happen. I can guarantee you this.
Is that chat you have that Celine demanded 1 million naira from Andrew? Is there any date on that chat?
There's a date on it. I'll forward it to Daddy Freeze so he can analyze it properly.
So please, Daddy Freeze, immediately he sent to you, please publish it.
I'll publish it. I will follow.
And then if you go,
forward to me.
If I forward it,
I don't want to interfere with evidence. My own is to talk.
Okay, fine.
My own is to
if there is no date on it, meaning Andrew manufactured it because the victim, I want to mention name because we have to mention name now. the victim, January victim, Rachel, said that Andrew took her phone and was chatting, with himself, with her phone. You understand? That's what she said. So when I was even blaming that the victim collected 1 million naira or the money 1 million naira, until the victim said, no, please, this this guy may be lying. Try and find more because this guy did the same thing to me. Do you understand? So if there's a date on that chat, maybe beyond 26th of April, that means this guy actually asked for 1 million naira.
Okay, let me just say it here for the people that may listen in. Any chat that I'll send to you, I will send it to you as it came from him, raw.
Okay. Yeah.
So whatever you see,
I don't have your number. Do you know I want to contact you.
I will drop my number for you. I will drop my number for you.
I want to connect with you. I'm sorry. Yesterday I wrote something yesterday, and if you check on my page, is gone because I have to understand something that on your own you are trying to play safe at the first. You understand? Now you are trying to protect more victims. That's just me. You understand?
That is the
so at this point now, I was almost telling. I told Adioso, I said, you will help us. You will help us here because we are on ground in Nigeria. Please, if anybody is telling you me Harrison, police can use me. Police cannot use me. They carry me go there for 4 years. I'm not going to no matter how it happens.
Harrison.
That's for me, Harrison family.
You know, when we had our first conversation, I was very honest with you because that was the first shock I had, especially when we had our first conversation. But when you went on Daddy Freeze live on that night and you give account of what has taken place, I knew immediately there's a problem here. I said they are not giving this guy the information because you are talking to the police. I wasn't talking to the police. When you are going to Abuja to confirm Andrew's status on the first day, just Adotu told me you are going to Abuja. And I said, okay, you are going to Abuja to check. I said, this is great. We supported you. So when you finally come back and you send that message that confirmed you saw it, then we went
continue.
Then we went live immediately. Once you confirm it that they don't pay him.
Yes.
Okay. We went live immediately and talked about it. And then you went on Daddy Freeze, and the information you are giving is not from you. You are giving what you are related with, what the police told you. The police told you they came to pick him, they were going to Abuja, and then around when they got to Benue, Daddy Freeze, Daddy Freeze, please listen very well, please, and correct me if I lie. Because I screen recorded that conversation. Daddy Freeze is being depressing.
Yes, I'm listening.
Please, the conversation you have with Harrison on that night, Harrison narrated what the police told him that happened, that transpired. They took him from Aba and they were heading to Abuja. And when they got to Benue, Andrew, the car stopped because Andrew was at the back of the car, I think with a chain on his leg. When I hear chain on his leg, I started to shook my head. I said, no.